hoping that you are keeping well. And it's the monsoon season here, and it rains. It rains almost every day. Are you fond of the rains? I love the rains, especially when it rains heavily. I love that. In fact, I was thinking about it and I realized that I like most things in their extreme forms. Now, I don't know why that is, but it just is. Even as an artist, I think heightened emotions, they help me in what I do. They help me feel more. And mostly the intense scenes are my favorite scenes to perform, be it intense anger or love or hate or madness, anything. But yeah, those are my favorite scenes. What about you? What do you like more? Do you like intensity or do you prefer neutrality? Sometimes I wonder, does everyone feel things the way I do? When there's bliss, there's so much bliss. But in the face of a tragedy, there's endless blunder. Do you feel like that too? Do you feel motivated to take over the whole world after reading half a self-help book? And when a loved one makes a mistake, is it difficult for you to forgive them, get them off the hook? And when you believe in something strongly, can nothing shake your belief? And if you part with a lover, you experience heart-wrenching grief. Do you get extremely disturbed by bad events occurring in places unheard? And certain events not only touch your heart, but by them do you find your soul to be stirred? If your answers to these are a yes, I see you like to experience feelings fiercely. And maybe you're called more sensitive than the rest, made to think of yourself weirdly, because others seem saner. They don't experience everything as severely. But I'm here to tell you that experiencing everything in its entirety is a blessing. It's a gift to be able to feel overwhelming joy, drowning in love, intense euphoria where depth could never be stopped. A little dangerous, maybe, but sometimes so fulfilling, as though you experience life sitting inside of a roller coaster. How thrilling! This functioning in extremes, one hell of a ride, it seems. I want to run with the wind, experience an inner whirlwind. My demons might want to destroy things when I'm angry, but my angels might want to chant fervently when I'm grateful. But then, I think again, this functioning in extremes, is it really good for my well-being? Because I can't not include the other spectrum of feelings that are, I agree, to me, not very appealing. The raging, all-consuming anger, the unpleasant, ugly banter, the wallowing in sadness, losing yourself in all the madness. Is it good to operate like that? Is it healthy to operate like that? I now realize that health is found somewhere in the middle, in the calm, in the balance. And to someone who's never operated like that, This might come as a challenge, but chaos should not be a lifelong thing. It will completely drain you. And you might not understand what I'm trying to tell you right now, but trust me, I am not trying to contain you. But chaos has to be altered with calm, intensity with neutrality. Extremism has to be altered with balance, and possibility with actuality. I agree, it's a perk to be able to feel things so passionately, to be able to see things with so much depth. But there's a thin line between being naive and foolish. And it happens when we choose to not see the context. See, in the right situations, feel your way through life, revel in the beauty of it, hell, even romanticize it if you want to. But in the wrong situations, know when to withdraw, know when to control, know when resistance is required. Now, moderation here is the remedy, a little break from extremity. Don't destroy yourself in the name of love. Don't empty yourself out completely in the name of a sacrifice. Don't cry buckets and buckets of tears for stupid people. And don't make the same mistakes over and over and over again in the name of feeling things deeply. These things might not sound very beautiful to you, but when it comes to feeling things like grief or pain or anger or the loss of a loved one even, don't let them be the death of you too. Embrace these feelings enough to let them go someday. Don't attach yourself to them so that you can be healthy and happy again one day. Know better. Choose health. Choose balance. Choose loving your own self enough to know when to feel immensely, but also when to not. When to immerse yourself in it completely and when to withhold a little. When to be totally vulnerable with someone and when to keep your guard up a little. Become a little wiser, a little smarter, a little more self-aware. To pick health, pick well-being, pick healing. That's all. Care. I'm not saying don't care, but don't overdo it to destroy yourself in the process. And let the good become intensely marvelous, but don't let the bad become ugly. Keep your grace and repeat after me. I will not give in to toxicity. I will not give in to toxicity. I will not give in to toxicity. Take care of yourself. Wise up a little. Choose kindness for yourself first, and then, when we are ready, we'll make the world a little kinder too. Good night. This one's a little tough to follow now. But I think just a little more control on our own minds and we'll be good to go. Yeah, I think that absolutely anything that you put your heart and your mind to is possible. So I think it's also possible to be able to choose the kind of person that you want to become. So all I'd say is choose with your heart, but choose wisely too.